Hi everyone, my name is Alexandra Fomin and I am a board member of the Cocktail program from Ukraine. I am excited to welcome you to this special video on personal budgeting. Many Cocktail participants have asked for guidance on managing their finance, so today we will break down how to plan, save and spend wisely to secure your financial future. So why is this personal budgeting important for everyone? Money is a tool that can empower you or stress you out. It all depends on how well you manage it. Without proper budgeting, you might feel like your income disappears without a trace, leaving you constantly struggling. Yeah, but with good budgeting habits, you can achieve financial stability, plan for the future, and even make your dreams on reality. Yeah, so this video is designed for young leaders, students, and professionals worldwide who want to take control of their finance regardless of their income level. Even if you are starting with zero savings or limited earnings, this guide will help you build a strong financial foundation. So let's dive in. And before we can build a strong budget, we need to have a clear understanding of our finance situation. So yeah, many people think they know how much they spend each month, but when they actually track their expenses, they often surprised. Yeah, imagine trying to improve your health without knowing your weight or diet. The same applies to finance. You can't improve what you don't measure. So let's start by breaking down income and expenses. So first of all, track your income. Ask yourself, how much do I earn each month? Salary, freelance work, side agents, or scholarship, etc. It could be. Yeah, are there seasonal changes in my income? Can I increase my earnings by upskilling or taking on extra work? And step number 2 is identify your expenses. Expenses fall into two categories: fixed expenses like rent, utilities, transportation, insurance, or variable expenses: food, entertainment, shopping, and hobbies. For example, let's say you earn $500 per month. If your rent is $200, food costs $100, transportation $50, and entertainment $50, you are left with just $100. Where should that go? Should you save it or invest? That's where budgeting helps you to make smart choice. You can use an example from a book, in The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. The author emphasized the importance of paying yourself first. The idea is to always set aside a portion of your income for savings before spending on anything else. If you do this constantly, you build financial security over the time. I will see you for cycles. I'm using the same approach every month. Yeah, so here's the reflection question that would be useful for you to think. Have you ever reached the end of the month wondering where all your money went? If so, tracking your expenses will be a game changer. Many people feel like they make enough money but still don't understand why they struggle financially. The key issue is not income, but rather how it is managed. When you actively track your spending, patterns become clear and you can make better decisions. Yeah, if you find that most of your money goes toward unnecessary purchases, don't feel guilty. Instead, use this as a motivation to shift your financial habits. Remember, small daily expenses end up over time. And another budgeting rule that I want to discuss today with you, it is now that you know your income and expenses, it's time to create a structure that helps you to manage your money wisely. A great tool for this is the 50-30-20 rule. This budgeting approach ensures that you prioritize essential expenses while still allowing room for fun and future financial security. So let's take a look deeper into this rule. 50% for needs, so we spend them for rent, food, bills, and healthcare. 30% for wants, entertainment, hobbies, shoppings, and 20% for saving and investments, emergency funds on long-term goals. For example, if you earn $600 per month, $300 should go to necessities, $180 to personal desire, and $120 into savings or investments. If you wanna take more deeper in that, we can use example on the book Your Money or Your Life by Vicky Robin. I had this book, it's really good, but for me, I found another different approach. But this rule 50-30-20 is a great start that you can use. And if you have debt, prioritize paying it off before increasing your spending on entertainment. So how do you currently divide your income? Is there room for improvement or not? So think about that. Many people underestimate how much they spend on wants versus needs. Try tracking your expenses for 1 month and categorize them. You might be surprised by how much goes into unnecessary purchases. If the 50-30-20 rule doesn't work perfectly for your situation, adjust it a bit. You can do it in the way that will work for you. Some people prefer a 60-20-20 or even a 70-20-10 split. The key is to find a balance that works for your lifestyle and financial goals. Yeah, and what if you have no savings? Have to be in that case. Yeah, because not all of us have savings in our lives. Many people feel overwhelmed when they realize they have no savings, but the good news is that it's never too late to start. Even small changes can make big differences over time. Instead of feeling discouraged, see this as an opportunity to take control of your finance future. The key is to begin today, no matter how small the steps are. So steps to start savings from zero could be: start small. Even $1 a day builds the habit of saving. Cut unnecessary expenses. Track where your money leaks. Also, look for the side gigs. Small extra earnings add up. Use community resources, free courses, financial aid, and libraries can help you grow financially. For example, a student with no savings started delivering food on weekends, making an extra $200 per day. Within a year, they saved $2,400 and started investing in an online courses to improve their skills. You can use an example and read it, a book in Atomic Habits by James Clear. The author emphasized the power of small, constant action over time. Saving small amounts daily can lead you to big financial changes. And also, please think about if you had to save $100 in the next 30 days, what changes would you make? Many people think that the savings require a large amount of money, but in reality, consistency is the key. Even saving $1 per day can add up over time. Yeah, consider automating your savings. Set up a bank transfer that moves a small amount into your savings account to each week. This makes savings effortless and builds a habit of financial discipline. And discipline is really important thing, even more important than motivation. Please remember this, guys. And while growing your finance is important, protecting them is equality crucial. Unexpected financial emergency can set you back unless you have a plan. So here we need to think about risk management, because it's about preparing for the unexpected situation so you can stay financially secure no matter what life throws your way. Yeah, so here are some steps to manage financial risk. First of all, insurance. Health, car, and home insurance prevent unexpected financial loss. Diversify income sources. Don't rely on one income stream. Yeah, also smart investments. Stock, real estate, or index funds can grow your wealth over time. For example, me myself started to learn training and investments into funds and different futures. So I'm trying myself, not always successfully, but at the same time, I'm still in the practice. Also, for example, you can read the book Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley, where author highlights how wealthy people focus on risk management, avoiding lifestyle in inflation, and making smart investments. Yeah, so here please think how prepared are you for financial risk, because financial risk can arise unexpectedly: medical emergency, job loss, or student major expenses. If you don't have a financial safety net, even small emergencies can become overwhelming. That's why having an emergency fund and insurance coverage is essential, right? Think about your current financial situation. If an unexpected expenses came up tomorrow, would you be able to cover it without borrowing money? If not, now is the perfect time to start building your financial buffer. So please work on it. And now that we covered budgeting, savings, and financial planning, you have the tools, like simple tools, smallest tools that you can use every day for to control of your money. But knowledge alone isn't enough. Action is a key. Please remember this, guys. Start with one small step today, whether it's tracking your expenses, saving your first dollar, or setting a financial goal. Every action counts. Yeah, so let's recap about what we discussed today. Track your income and expenses. Use the rule 50-30 20 rule for budgeting, or even create your own rule for that, with getting balance in your expenses. Build an emergency fund, manage debt wisely, avoid unnecessary loans, increase your income through side gigs or skills, protect your financial future with smart planning. So yeah, your financial future is in your hands. Every small step you take today brings you to closer to financial freedom. Money should work for you, not control you. And start today, your future self will thank you. And if you are interested in learning more about personal finance and budgeting, check out the list of the books reflected in this video, in this description of this video. You can find all of the titles mentioned in the description below. Those books provide great insights, practical strategies, and inspiring stories to help you take control of your financial futures. Happy reading, dears. Be healthy, be wealthy, and I believe that this video will be really useful for everyone. If you have questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments. Also subscribe to our channel for more financial and leadership tips. See you in the next videos.